So from the prologue, where we had rain, we now move to the forest, where we have rain as well. So the Rainforest challenge is really on truly in the Predator stages.
Sit tight and strap because you're about to watch one of the world's toughest off-road challenges. It's where teams fight hard to make what's impossible possible. Yes, this is the second edition of the Force Gurkha Rainforest Challenge. Previously in the Rainforest Challenge, the Gurari boys got off to an excellent start to take the lead from the Malaysians. It was time now for the event to shift up one gear as teams moved outside Goa's city limits and into the wild for the next 3 legs of the competition. From Donna Paula, the convoy departed to Quepim in South Goa for the second leg of the event, Predator. In this leg, challengers went all out to make a mark in special stages 13 to 18. The stages were filled with difficult challenges such as gullies, streams, and steep inclines meant to test the competitors' courage and determination.
The RFC, just like in rally sport in the world, is all about the human chemistry between driver and navigator. In rallies, the navigator only gives direction, but in RFC, he does far more. He just doesn't give direction. He also is the man who has to have the solid muscles, the presence of mind to go out of the car, guide the driver, direct him sometimes to the gullies, through the nooks and crannies, where to use what equipment, even pick up those heavy ladders, take it out from the car, put them, align the wheels, be brave over there, take them back on, anchor them, because you lose points if you are not anchored as well. So you have to have explicit trust in the navigator and the driver. Between them, they must just what you call work in unison. The thought process should be such that the navigator knows what the driver will do in a given situation. The driver is comfortable knowing what the navigator will do. This chemistry can only happen by really being together in the car, through the stages, practicing diligently. It's like a husband and wife sort of proposition, you know.
Teams were allotted 20 minutes to clear every stage, but for some teams, even that wasn't proving to be enough.
The only difficulties we are facing is about the narrow track, and we have a big thing to go through.
इस साल काफ़ी अच्छा रहा. फर्स्ट डे मैं लीड करता रहा, मलेशियंस भी पीछे रहे. सेकंड डे भी कल भी मैं लीड कर रहा था. तो आज देखो.
At the RFC, it's all about the survival of the fittest, with each stage challenging the team's skills, physical endurance, and mental strength. The stages tested the teams on various parameters, including the articulation of the vehicle and how to make use of the natural surroundings to progress in the competition.
As I said, man and machine part is a very crucial part. So articulation of the car towards the ground condition. So you must choose the ground. The SS are not simply just SS. Just to see whether how the car articulation of the car will this way, that way, and then the team co-driver and the driver, how do they go through these stages and guide the vehicle across to the finishing line. So we are looking at all these angles too.
The first-timers too impressed with their drive and determination.
So this is my first time in RFC. I've heard about it last year and I wanted to come.
This is my first RFC, and I'm a little satisfied with my performance. Some places I felt I could have been better, but I didn't have that There are pros and cons, plus and minus, so it is okay.
Winching was the order of the day on most stages, with teams required to climb some mind-numbingly steep inclines.
Stages are tougher from last year. They've made it a point to, I think, kind of make the tougher, so there might be breakages or damages or people might drop out. So we're just trying to keep it really calm and take it slow and last through the day.
Winching is a very important art to the science of off-roading. Many Indians have got the best equipment as far as winching is concerned, but they need to practice the art of winching as much as they practice the art of driving. And this has been something which was found lacking in many of the competitors who came here, because they were grappling to know where to anchor, how to pull themselves out of trouble, or how to pull someone else out of trouble. The alacrity and the dynamism which the Malaysians exhibited in the art of winching is something where everyone should learn, because off-roading is also about using all tools at your disposal.
Malaysian Tan came out strongly in the Predator stage, with his best performances coming in Special Stages 15, where he bagged a full 100 points. Kabir also changed gears, grabbing a full 100 points in Special Stages 14, and then scored 95 out of 100 in Special Stages 15, 17 and 18. The sun came down, but the spirit of the competitors was still high. Regardless of whether they failed or if their vehicles broke, they were still in the jungle, waiting for their call to conquer. By now, the competitors were getting used to waking up in the forest, all excited at what lay in store. But just when competitors thought they had got it all figured, the challenge became even more unpredictable as they progressed into the Terminator stage. These were the last 6 special stages, after which the teams enter into the Twilight Zone. The difficulty level went one notch up, with focus shifting on how teams would make use of their natural surroundings to progress in the competition. This was the stage where Team Force Gurkha started showing their experience and cleared stages easily, while others struggled hard. By now, the rough and treacherous terrain had left many cars bruised and battered. Service crews raced against the clock to repair damaged vehicles and bring them up to speed for the next stage. But as cars failed one by one, someone decided to surprise the crowd. And it was Cedric who performed like a real champion and scored 90 and 95 points in Special Stages 19 and 20 respectively. They showed extraordinary skill to rise from 9th position on day 1 to the 4th spot. By the end of the Terminator leg, the Malaysian drivers had risen to the top of the leaderboard, with the Garare boys slipping to 3rd and 5th place.
real way to test the car or the trucks is through the off-road track, not on the road and not on the highway. And the Indians have done that far.
The Terminator stage may have finished, but now the real test follows.